Well, what's interesting with respect to that, it was not my first passion. My first passion was music. When I came out of high school, I had 14 full scholarships, all in music. And so I went to Clark Atlanta University. At the time, it was Clark College, and I majored into music education with the focus on percussion. I would say my first real job is when I entered Coca-Cola USA, downtown Atlanta on North Avenue. And I had a very good opportunity at a young age to work for some notables like Robert Woodruff and Don Keough. And those two people were the top two people in Coca-Cola at the time frame that saw something in this young guy that they thought was the next level of progression, is what they called it. Gave me an opportunity from the introduction phase in security to actually go out to their residents and do security for their residents. So at an age of 19, 18, and 19, 20, and 21, I had an opportunity to spend some significant time with those two moguls and history makers here in Atlanta. I think one of the biggest challenges we have is that we're disconnected. And that is unfortunate because we're judged by the actions of a few. And to quantify that, I think it's important that we focus in on that we don't have the relationship that we need to be whole. We need each other, and there's a huge disconnect with respect to the community and law enforcement. And it's important that I've always said three things: that one plants a seed, one tills the soil, and one reaps a harvest. Well, the seed was planted when I came up. When there used to be a guy called Officer Friendly. Where's that guy? I haven't seen him, they don't exist now, but it was etched in my mind as a child that that guy would come into elementary school, sit down, crisscross applesauce, and develop trust. No trust, no relationship. And that progressed throughout the years, and once we got to the part of tilling the soil, which was the middle school and high school level, trust was there. That's missing now. In fact, we're going to start something that's similar to that called Deputy Be Right, that we have an opportunity to sit down, and we're doing it now with our S3 program, which is setting up students for success, that we have an opportunity to sit down with middle school students and be able to dissect who they are, let them know who we are, that we believe in you, develop trust, and we can take this walk together so there's not a reverent fear when they progress along in life as we go along to try to build this better county. There's approximately 13,000 people that come across the thresholds of the Henry County Jail each and every year. And the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Well, with respect to that, we wanted to target their deficiencies. What is causing you to be challenged in life that's making you repeat this cycle? And we found out that over 48% of the folk that come across our threshold did not finish their education. And so we partnered with Morehouse, we partnered with Southern Crescent, and we've developed some programs with respect to GED, welding, fatherhood, START programs, and even contacted the Urban League, which gives us a process of sustainability. Let's make sure that we find out that you can sit at the table with education. Once you exit our thresholds, that we're able to get you a job, Urban League, and that you're able to sustain that in terms of the skill sets we're giving you through Southern Crescent and through Morehouse School of Medicine. Well, that's helping us with recidivism. And with respect to that, that is causing them not to leave here disgruntled, not progressing in their life, and subsequently do the same things they did to get back in here, and that negates recidivism. Brother Deputy Dash is very important to us. We have a lot of people that have cancer, but we want to focus in on the children. And this is a task-specific movement that we're doing to support the same, to make sure that we can take care of the children. It breaks my heart to see a child go through anything, but particularly going through a monster like cancer. And anything that we can do to support that, we want to do that. With respect to the other things that we're doing, that is a part of us chopping the tree to make sure that we're consistently developing relationship with the community. It takes for us to sit down and have real conversation with a Mr. Jackson or Mrs. Jackson and to ask them, how can we help you suffer less? And that takes some time through programs that we're developing, through community outreach that we're developing, and that they see genuinely and holistically our heart. Then and only then can you develop trust. No trust, no relationship.